Okay, so I'm going to check out Vegeta's team versus Kid Buu. I really want to see how well King Vegeta is going to do here, because obviously we know King Vegeta will be good against the first phase because he's got type advantage, but who's on the second rotation? Oh man, this is going to be tough. I'm going to have to... Because we've got to think about on the second turn the fact that Kid Buu is going to do that massive super attack. And I don't know if anyone other than the Vegeta will be able to live. Majin Vegeta maybe with his damage reduction. I guess we'll see. We also couldn't get the 3 AGL orbs for you, so you're not going to have your full damage reduction. Should be okay though because we have type advantage, but let's see. But yeah, all the master characters, Evil Saiyan Turles, I've always wanted there to see in the game. I think Cell X would be kind of funny. Man, yeah, look at Vegeta with the support from King Vegeta. Like, TEQ Vegeta looks so crazy. This is turn 1. Yeah, Caster, how's it going? No, they haven't announced the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Majin Vegeta ECAs. That's what I'm saying. That'd be something really cool if that was like a surprise, like final thing for Golden Week, is if they announced those. Because I mean, for all we know, if anything was going to get announced that was part of Golden Week, like a surprise final ECA or something, that could be in just over an hour on the JP Twitter. That would be something that would be quite cool. Like I say, like a surprise, like here's a final thing for Golden Week, because it being Buu Saga related, and all the different EZAs we've got, I mean, everything we've got so far has been awesome, but like, when are they going to EZA those 2 characters if they didn't do them in this celebration? It's so weird that they didn't, because I think they are, with some of the other characters that have now gotten EZAs, that Goku and Vegeta are 2 of the oldest TURs now that don't have EZAs. And they're from the Buu Saga specifically. So, like, why don't, you know, this was the perfect opportunity, this celebration, to ECA them. So that would be, like, if I could pick something to happen as, like, you know, a surprise finale to Golden Week, those 2 getting an EZA, or physical LR Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta getting an EZA would be really good. Right, so Majin Vegeta has the potential, of course, I was going to say, has the potential to be good if we can get orbs for him, which we would have been able to if he was in slot 1. Oh, God. Because realistically, the best thing to do is to put you in slot 1, but this is a terrible, terrible setup for orbs. Because also it means, how do I get all the orbs for Kefla as well? Like, this is a terrible rotation, having both Majin Vegeta and Kefla on the same turn. Yeah, see, that's only 5. But then that should hopefully... I guess we're just going to have to hope that Kefla dodges. Because Kefla will not... Kefla will not survive the super at the end. TEQ EZA trunk. What, the... from the worldwide, the stacking one? Oh wait, no, the new TEQ trunks, of course. Oh no, wait, no, because he doesn't have an EZA. I don't know. I'm assuming you mean the worldwide celebration EZA one. I mean, they don't link. They don't link well, so there is that. But all right, so yeah, 4.6. Vegeta's not exactly dropping heavy like attack stats here, is he? So alright, we've just got to rely on the dodges here. The dodge characters dodge less often against Kid Buu. I've seen a lot of people say that. Like, if you're relying on dodge or die characters to beat this event, it feels like they don't dodge as much as they should. She dodged the normal, but that's always the meme. Hey, there we go. Okay. Well, we got through that part at least. Alright, so we're at Kid Buu. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Like I say, I really want to see how well King Vegeta is going to do here. We've got 753k defense on turn 2. That's what that King Vegeta support does. So we'll do that. And then Trunks only needs 2 orbs. Actually, does he need... I always forget with Trunks. Does he actually need a specific number of orbs to do anything? No. Good. We'll just get those 2 for you then. Alright. It's going to super immediately. Okay. Fortunately, Vegeta does get his buff, like, on getting hit. So, it's not like he has to get hit by a normal first. Hey, look at that. Tanking for double digits. That's what we like to see. The only problem, of course, with TEQ Vegeta being TEQ, is if we're not critting, we're not going to be doing a lot of damage to Kid Buu here. And every single attack puts up his attack. Alright, King Vegeta, let's see. 8.4. That's pretty good. Oh, the Kid Trunks, the Easy 8 alongside Goten. Well, I mean, the problem is they won't link very well, and then there's no Goten, so the Trunks won't be that good. I mean, like on a Buu Saga team, if you're running the Trunks and Goten, and then you had Majin Vegeta on the team, and like the Tech Trunks was just there to be the Trunks for his passive, then I guess that could potentially work, but man, physical Trunks is such a fraud. It's got type advantage, and that's how much damage we're taking. But I suppose at least it then does give us the ability to do this, which I guess is beneficial for us. So now we can get the Vegito Fusion, which gives us the Scouter for 10 turns. Wait, is he not supering this turn? Oh no, it's just it's there. Okay. Right, he's taking a normal first. The only problem is we started the turn on low HP, so I actually don't know if I don't know how much of a defensive buff he's actually going to get from when he gets hit for the first time. It's probably not as high as I would like it to be. Oh, I really thought those other orbs were going to connect. That's a shame. Right, well, we'll get our defensive buff. I don't know how well we tank the super, though. I mean, we have guard and a lot of defense, but... Oof. Yeah. That's the problem, is when you start the turn on low HP. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know how well Majin Vegeta is going to do at the end here. Okay, well, at least he still tanks the normals, but... And then obviously Super Vegito tanks the normals perfectly fine as well. And then hits the counters, which hopefully are all crits. Okay, or just none of them are crits. There we go. Yeah, I genuinely don't know how well Majin Vegeta is going to be able to tank even like normal attacks from this Buu at this point. Oh, there you go. That's what we like to see. Just don't tank. Yeah, the game. I didn't realize the game sound was off either until just now when somebody mentioned it. Oh, man, this is such a bad rotation again. I mean, I guess we just transform, because if we have any chance of surviving the super in slot 1 here, we probably have to transform. And then Vegeta gets a bunch of extra buffs from getting hit before he attacks, but I don't know, it's going to be close. I guess we just do the Big Bang attack because there's no reason not to. But yeah, I don't know if he actually does live the super here, but I think the turn where we do the active skill, do we not? Does he get an on super buff? Let's see what his defense is after this. We do get the guaranteed crit on it as well, so that's a decent amount of damage. And then his defense, yeah, no, he's dead. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, really. I can't get the orbs to put Kefla in slot 1. King Vegeta won't take it. So... nice. Well, we're just dead now anyway, because we've got no orbs for Kefla. Yeah. Yeah, all the blue orbs there just taunting us. Like, I was hoping we could get that one on the bottom and it would connect the entire field up, but it didn't. So, we got both Vegetas on turn 1, which is immediately not a great option. Although I suppose, yeah, I mean, we just do this. Okay. Well, at least we get the super for Kefla, but... oh, and King Vegeta's in slot 7, so I don't need to worry about the AGL orbs. Pretty bad starting rotation, but I guess it is what it is. Vegeta does have the ability to do some extra attacks in the first turn, even without the Goku. So the first couple of turns. So we get the additional super. You get another one? No, additional normal. Okay. Because yeah, I think Kefla doesn't have prepared for battle. She's just a shocking speed. But I mean, her being on the first turn, so we can start getting some build up early on, is good. Whew, okay. Even post super, she's still taking that kind of damage. That's a bit crazy. And then yeah, my Vegeta is it one? Is he 1 or 2 dupes? I can't remember now. I think it might only be 1. Right, now we've got the full STR set up. We've got no orbs. Are you serious? I mean, I guess we just do this and hope for the best. I mean, they got a decent amount of support on the turn. Oh well, 257 you say. That's what happens when you have your slot 1 leader. Your slot 1 unit is your leader of your team, and you start with both of them on the first turn. At least now, if we can survive till turn 4, that's where Vegito fusion happens and we get the full heal. But it means we basically have to get through. We have to get through the first turn of Kid Buu. Actually, which we probably won't, because our health is so low. TEQ VEGETA won't get a big defense buff when he gets hit, so he just probably dies immediately in slot 1. Like, if we'd had a decent orb change, we could have just had Kaba be in slot 1, but we didn't, so... In fact, to be fair, future Gohan, even with the damage reduction that he has, he might not even live the super from STR Kid Buu. We'll see. Well, we got a triple super turn, but... I've only got like 65k HP. Nice. Underestimated my boy. He only gets the 170 lead from Vegeta as well. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can... Yeah, the problem is, like I say, we can't really do anything. Like, if he supers in slot 1, we just die. So, I mean, I could just do this and hope for the best, I guess. That's all I really can do. Because, like I say, if he supers in slot 1, I'm just dead. Like, I can't... There's nothing I can really do about it. But... Because Vegeta won't get enough defense from the attack in order to actually live. Yeah, so Kefla, of course, dodges the super. Funny that we actually got the reverse of the meme. We did dodge the super, but not the normal. But unfortunately, look at that. Turn 1, before he's even had any attack build-up, he does a 700k normal to Kefla. Okay, so we've got a much better starting rotation this time. We've actually got the Vegetas on each turn. And then Future Gohan's on turn 2, so we know with the good RNG, he can actually tank all the supers. So that's good. Yeah, let's... rather than risk trying to get all of those orbs together, we'll get the physical orbs for you, because it's still 8. Still can't beat Barbady's goons with 5 int units. It can be tricky. I guess it depends on, obviously, who you've got available. I did put a video up of me doing it when it came out. There's a few good units for it, like the Gotenks is obviously a crazy character, because you ideally get to turn 7, transform him into Super Saiyan 3, and then he finishes off the boss, hopefully. But it is a tricky one for sure. The Super Saiyans, obviously, they do a lot of damage, the Carnival LR. Yeah, it's a tricky one, but... Yeah, see, Kaba having guard in the first few turns is fine, even if we're not getting the actual STR orbs. And then we float these guys off, because then it means they come back on turn 4. So depending on how much damage we take in the first turn against the Kid Buu, it means we should be able to transform with them straight away. Give us the heal, give us the scour. Even if we don't necessarily need the full heal, right? Even if we're just below the condition for them to fuse. You just want to fuse straight away against this Kid Buu, because then we know where the super attack is. Although, of course, it's pretty much always in slot 1, but at least we know where it is, right? So... Alright, so we're going to do this. Start getting some build up for you, and then you can grab those. So yeah, as long as Future Gohan does actually get his additionals, then he can tank the super in slot 3 here perfectly fine. But he does need to actually get additional supers. If he just does a super, then he potentially takes a lot of damage. Yeah, the next Carnival banner that comes out, the LR Super Saiyans, should be available with Carnival coins. So I think I have 1 or 2 dupes in mine, but I have a lot of Carnival coins, so I think Omega would be as well. Shout out to Android32 for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the Ningen Club. Keep the tracker up here while Kefla just does her thing and gets a bunch of super attacks. Been meaning to sub for a while now. Thanks for the late night streams and especially the podcast. Hey, I appreciate you. Shout out to the Slot 1 Super podcast as well every Friday. So, was that one additional super? Hopefully we're still fine. Because the problem with TEQ VEGETA, as much as everyone was raving about TEQ VEGETA when he came out for Saiyan Day, and obviously he is very good. Oh, the dodge. His defense buff that he gets when he takes the first hit of the turn is reliant on how much HP he has. So if you start the turn on low HP, he doesn't get a lot when he gets hit, and then that's really bad for him. Also, there's not a lot of STR orbs on the field here, which is a little bit rough. Right, we'll do this. Okay, there's a bunch of STR orbs there, but... So if we do that... I do want to see King Vegeta tanking against Kid Buu, because King Vegeta is probably one of the better banner units. Right, at least Vegeta as well gets his defense as he's receiving the attack. He's not one of those characters that has to get hit first. So, still 100k, but I guess it's not the worst. Yeah, see, the support from King Vegeta does make him go kind of crazy. Obviously, Carba's not giving this Vegeta any support because he's not STR or super class. But still able to look pretty decent here. Right, we get a crit. Alright, so let's see what King Vegeta's got. 8.5. I think my King Vegeta's either 90% or Rainbow. I pulled a lot of copies of him while trying to get that Vegeta. Yeah, so he tanks his normals for double-digit damage after he's already been hit a bunch of times. So that's pretty good. And then Carba, of course, still has guard. He's still building up that defense with his super attack effect. Nice. Okay, so we can't get the fusion here. But we can do this. So we can, obviously we want to keep him on rotation so that we can potentially get the super next time. The fusion next time. And then we want to make sure we get the orbs for Kefla. Okay, this should be a decent turn. Yet again, first attack of the turn is the super. Crazy. Really? We've got so much health though. Well, as long as we live the turn, which we will, as long as... I guess to be fair, it's because he's building up all his attack constantly, isn't he? But as long as Kefla dodges and we live the turn, then we'll get the... No, wait. We floated off Carba, so we won't get the Carba heal. Bruh. Stars are not aligning. We don't have Carba or the STR Goku Vegeta on the next turn. So... I mean, we still tank the normals, but, like, oof. These guys should tank the normals as well, but I think. Because, I mean, Kid Buu's still being buffed. I mean, Kefla, I think, even post-super just dies if she doesn't dodge all of the attacks. Because these guys are stacking up a lot of defense, which is good, but... Literally, all our characters that could heal... Well, both. I say all. It's only two. But both our characters that would be able to give us a full heal on the next rotation are not on the next rotation. 390k. Wow. Damn, this Kid Buu fight just absolutely... Doing what Zamasu was doing when he came out. It just exposes so many of these units that, like, in general are good. But you bring them into this event and, oof... Yikes. Alright, so having both the Vegetas at the start is really annoying and potentially loses us the run just straight off the bat, but we'll see how we get on here. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's the thing that a lot of people have said in the past, is it limited attempts, and then once you've actually beaten the stage, then you have infinite attempts. Because especially with when they add the special red zone missions, like they've done where they're like the ABC ones, right? They make that stage infinite attempts because they put all these missions in there. And this one obviously doesn't have as many, but it has the 2 missions, right? The Sworn Enemies and Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So it's 2 different teams that they want you to try and beat it with, but you get limited attempts per day. So some people have still only done like 1 of those 2 missions or something, because you can only try it a certain number of times and then that's it. Crazy. But yeah, I don't know, I might just have to use an item on the next turn. There's no time limit to finish the missions, that is true, but it's still annoying when it's like, if you're someone who, you know, not everyone plays the game for a large amount of time every day, but some people, you know, you might just sit down and be like, right, I've got an hour or 2 to play Dokkan, I'm not going to be doing anything else. I've put some, like, music on or something I want to listen to in the background. I'll play this for a little bit, but then you get your 6 attempts and it's like, oh, well, I actually can't try it anymore, even though I have spare time free, but I would actually do more attempts on this stage if I could, but you just can't. It's like, no, sorry, come back tomorrow. Alright, so I know that Future Gohan can tank the super here. I'm just going to use an item. This is such a terrible setup, like, at least we can get the damage reduction for King Vegeta, some of the damage reduction because we've got 3 orbs. And then he's just getting the rest from the Icarus anyway, but man. Slot 1 dodge, love to see that. Speaking of time limit, I ain't beating Super Buu. Oh god, yeah, the time limit mission. It's another one that is probably much more difficult on global because of the characters that are available. Like, I managed to do it, but I didn't do it in like 1 try. And I have like every unit in the game to choose from, right? So I can definitely see how people would have struggled with that mission. Kefla getting 0 dodges despite getting all of her orbs. Love to see that. He's easier the TEQ VEGETA. Yes, that'd be really good. The TEQ VEGETA to go alongside the STR Goku and Vegeta. I wonder if they would ever, because they obviously these guys, they weren't going to reduce the number of turns they had a Scouter. So STR Goku and Vegeta, of course, have the 10-turn Scouter when they fuse into Vegito. I wonder if they would update the Gogeta one so that he has 10 turns instead of 5. That was always a weird choice that they only gave him 5 turns when they gave the STR Vegito 10. Right. I need to keep you guys on rotation because I need you to transform as soon as possible. And we do still have the Whis active, so for this turn at least we don't really have to worry about taking damage. But yeah, it's crazy to think like how many, I mean, again, we've talked about this many times in the past in different videos and challenges and stuff, that like a lot of people do not care about doing stages with no items and stuff, but with the runs that we've seen so far, like with this team, and how good TEQ VEGETA was, how much he was like dominating the game on release, it is kind of crazy how we've struggled to beat this stage with this team with no items. But because, like I said earlier, Vegeta's biggest issue is the fact that he doesn't get anywhere near as much defense if you're on low HP, and of course as Kid Buu builds up his attack he can do so much damage to you, but yeah, you start the turn on low HP and then Vegeta doesn't tank in slot 1, which is what his doesn't matter what your thingy is. Alright. I've only done 1 bar of HP in the 1 turn as well, that's crazy. But yeah, Kid Buu definitely is the Int Kid Buu specifically is definitely the toughest boss on global at the moment. Oh, God. See, the problem here is if I... There's no way to get... I mean, I could do... I could do this, I guess. Because, yeah, if I do this and get, like, all of the AGL orbs with King Vegeta, what are the chances I can actually get orbs for Kefla? Of course, it would have actually worked out fine, but typical. I'm sorry, what? We're on full HP at the start of the turn. I mean, I suppose we didn't have a lot of the links that we get from King Vegeta, but still. Jeez, okay. Well, yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Vegeta beforehand has had absolutely no problem with defending against some of these bigger bosses. And yeah, that's just ridiculous. Like, he's the only unit on this team, realistically, that can go in slot 1, outside of maybe, like, when Goku and Vegeta fuse, if there's no super. But yeah, that's crazy. And Kefla didn't dodge. Post super attacks, she takes 800k. That is insane. Well, there you go. So this team, like, think about how before these stages came out in the meta, I mean, I guess to be fair, I don't know the ins and outs of, like, versus the toughest defense on the JP from the anniversary, but, like, this team absolutely dominated, like, every single event that was available in the game before these stages came out. And yeah, just get absolutely destroyed by Kid Buu. That's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, because the thing is, it doesn't even necessarily matter that it's an int boss because he has guard. So, yeah, damn. That is not what I expected, but that's all of our attempts for Kid Buu today. And not, I mean, again, we didn't, I should have just used the other Icarus on that turn, but I really did not expect Vegeta to take that much damage. But yeah, there you go. So all of our attempts for the day, not able to beat Kid Buu with the Vegeta team. Very, very disappointing performance from him, to be honest. But I mean, it's a shorter event and he is a stacking unit, but even so, that is a bit disappointing. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you are a JP player, how have you found Vegeta in, like, the anniversary content? But I mean, King Vegeta was impressive as always. He's still probably one of the better banner units in the game, I think. But yeah, very disappointing overall for this team. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.